So I think that the transformation that we're going to see, especially with VibeSec, is that we're moving from detecting and shifting left and hoping for somebody to treat this seriously to a new concept saying, why don't we just tell you upfront what you want? Now, in developer world, it was very hard. Somebody had to actually think about it upfront. In vibe coding, actually, hey, we know everything about your code. We know where it is, where it's going to be deployed, how it's going to be built, how it's going to be exposed to the internet. We know all of this upfront. So we don't need to do lift and shift. We need to do, let's rethink this strategy. Let's just make sure that the vibe coding agent has everything that you need to know about the context of security. So developers will never have to think about security. It's going to be an afterthought for them. They don't need to understand what is happening behind the scenes.
Wow. And so what we do, we're moving from a realm where we have developers. If we don't train them in things such as, for example, OWASP top 10, if they're building web apps, they go ahead and they make cross-site scripting errors. They go ahead and allow all kinds of mistakes that would be what we would call rookie mistakes.
Mhm.
But after they've been doing it for a few years, they get better at it, and the amount of errors per 100 lines of code drops significantly, maybe down pretty close to zero, at least errors from the perspective of that. Well, we don't get better in the world because we're always adding new people. And so, yes, the older people may be better, but the new people you just hired, they're going to be making the same mistakes that the new people made last year or the year before, within reason. So now, though, what you said is a fundamentally different paradigm. So let me get my head around this. Instead of talking about shifting left, we're going to go ahead and early in the phase, go ahead and do all this stuff. We're actually embedding security into my entire life cycle so that the new programmer, or a seasoned programmer for that matter, who's using a completely new tool, vibe coding, where they simply describe, hopefully with sufficient detail to avoid a hallucination, exactly the result that they're looking for, and the AI tool writes the code.